happening right now. The Wake County Sheriff's Office provides an update on the search for an armed and dangerous fugitive near Zebulon.
Good evening.
Thanks so much for joining us. Let's listen in live now.
Officer with the Wake County Sheriff's Office, Sergeant David Bradford. That's DAVID-BRADFORD is going to give a timeline in the information that we're able to give at this time regarding the active search near Zebulon in Wake County. This is still an active investigation, an active search. You are going to have more questions than we maybe have answers, and I just want to preface that while we can't answer everything, we will answer what we can. Sergeant Bradford.
Hello, I'm Sergeant Bradford with the Wake County Sheriff's Office. At approximately 2:30 today, we responded to Knollwood Pond Place in Zebulon to locate Dustin Letchworth, who has some serious felony warrants. Prior to us arriving at the location, he ran out the back, and we got our K9 handlers out to the scene to initiate a track. Once we determined the information that we had that it was possible that he was armed, we decided to do a wireless notification to the community to let them know that he's out and to stay in the house and to shelter in place.
Question for you.
Yes.
Is there any reason to believe that Letchworth is still in the Zebulon area, Wake County area, or outside of North Carolina?
We're looking into that right now. We believe he's on foot at this point. That's the route we're taking for right now. We've got deputies that are on the ground looking for him right now.
And are you able to get into any detail about the felonies that he's facing?
We cannot.
Can you speak to what kind of position it puts your department in when someone decides to plead like this rather than going into custody when they have an active warrant?
Well, anytime that somebody's armed and dangerous, we want to make sure that we keep our community safe and stuff like that. It puts us in a pretty serious situation. We want to locate him. We want to get him in custody as safe as possible.
But it does pose a safety risk to your deputies.
Anytime somebody's armed and dangerous, absolutely.
And it also poses the potential for him to face more serious consequences exists now that he decided to run.
Yes, we're trying to avoid that. We want to get him in custody as quickly as possible and end it. So, yeah.
And I know this is an ongoing investigation. In terms of the search, do you plan on calling off the search at any point this night, or is it just kind of like an around the clock situation?
At this point, we're on the ground. We're focusing on finding him. That's our number one focus is finding him. We'll reevaluate that when the time comes. But we have highway patrol in the air with helicopters. We got our drones. We've got Franklin County, Wake County Sheriff's Office, Zebulon Police, Johnston County's been notified. We've got multiple agencies that are involved, and we'll reevaluate that when time permits.
Why do you believe that he could be armed?
Based on intelligence that we received once we got to the address.
Do you have a message for neighbors who might be concerned who live in that area right now?
Please, absolutely do not approach him. If you see him, call us. We've had some that have already called, and we followed up on some leads, but just stay as far away from him as you can. Stay in your house, keep the doors locked. If you see something suspicious, please call us, and we'll respond accordingly.
Anything else? Do you have a rough idea of how many law enforcement officers are involved in this search?
Right now, on the ground, I would say in excess of 20.
And additional driving and in the air and all of that?
Yes.
Anything else?
Thank you all so much. If we have any information that's important, we'll be sure to update you all. Thank you so much for helping us get this information out there.
All right, we were listening to an update from the Wake County Sheriff's Office for the armed and dangerous fugitive Dustin Letchworth, who was being served a warrant for serious felonies, according to Sergeant David Bradford, as we just heard from. He took off on foot, and they do believe he is armed.
Yeah, they did try their best to get the K9 units out immediately. They said when they showed up to serve those warrants, he ran out of the back door. This was about 2:30 in the afternoon. They attempted to get the K9 unit out there and track him, but weren't able to. And just a reminder that if you see him, know anything about this, please call the sheriff's office, let them know about it, but do not approach him at all. They do consider him armed and dangerous. Of course, you can get more updates on that on our website, CBS17.com, and the CBS 17 News app.
One quick thing to keep in mind, if you live in north of Zebulon in that Wake County area, make sure you stay indoors at this time.
That's right. You'll see a lot of officers out there. They have in excess of 20 officers out there trying to find him. All right, let's get a check on your forecast first now with Wes Hohenstein, who's going to join us here to tell us about all the snow that we may not be seeing coming. Right, Wes?